Are you curious about the things that have become essential in the lives of ordinary American families? With changing times and shifting priorities, several items that were once considered luxuries have now become priceless to most families. These items have revolutionized the way we live, work, and connect with the world around us. From the technology we use to the basic necessities we require, these items have become indispensable in our daily lives. Join us as we explore 10 items that ordinary American families now consider priceless and how they have transformed our lives in ways we could never have imagined. On number 10 is automobiles. Due to rising gas prices, relatively few middle-class employees will be able to buy a new vehicle or truck in 2022. With high loan rates, the average price of a new car has risen to an amazing $48,182 due to staggering increases in new vehicle costs and high borrowing rates over the previous year. This means that the bulk of middle-class workers, who earn an average of $43,350 a year for an individual and around $130,000 for a family of two working adults, simply cannot afford new cars and trucks. Mike Sante, managing editor of Interest.com, remarked that even if you can't afford the monthly payment, you shouldn't allow a car costing $30,000 to $40,000 take such a huge percentage of your salary. On number 10 comes taking care of a child. According to a recent CNBC research, it has never been more costly to raise a middle-class child. According to a recent CNBC report, the projected cost of raising a kid from birth to the age of 17 in the United States in childcare expenses are also included. According to researchers at the Center for American Progress, rising faster than inflation and accounting for about 20% of a typical family's annual income, this demonstrates a situation in which the high cost of childcare is leaving families with less money to devote to housing, retirement, and savings, all of which are also critical. On number 8, we will talk about education. With an average student loan debt of $39,351, the middle class in the United States is struggling to keep up with the escalating expenses of education. The average student loan debt total climbed by 97% between 2010 and 2020, and middle-class households are now having greater difficulties getting loan applications approved than they did before. Unfortunately, due to this enormous financial load, millions of middle-class children are unable to live better than their parents. Dental services comes in at number 7. According to the CDC, 108 million Americans, or more than one-third of the population, do not have dental insurance, and those who do struggle to get the treatment they need since their insurance only covers half the cost of more costly operations like crowns and bridges. This leads to large co-payments for those who have insurance, and in order to save money, middle-class Americans commonly postpone or even skip some of these procedures. Untreated dental care affects 1 in every 4 people between the ages of 20 and 64, according to health data. On number 6 comes payment of debts. Not only does the middle class have a lot of credit card debt, but they also have college loans, mortgages, automobiles, and medical bills. Their debt is increasing faster than our income, and many middle-class employees are struggling to make ends meet. Debt and income growth during the last several decades have been reviewed, and the findings show in 1980, the average consumer credit was $1,540, or 7.3% of the typical family income of $21,100. Consumer debt per person was $9,800, or 13.4% of the average family income of $72,600. This shows that debt grew by 70% faster than income since 1980. On number 5 comes retirement savings. According to Gallup data, millions of middle-class employees can no longer afford to save for retirement. The major reason why 59% of respondents do not save for retirement is because they do not have the money right now. Around 20% of middle-class Americans aged 65 and older have no retirement savings at all, and 61% are concerned that they will not have enough money to retire. 8 in 10 Americans owe $4.1 trillion in medical debt, and middle-class households may choose between paying for food and power or paying for health care. Vacation comes in number 4. According to a recent poll, the majority of middle-class families in America cannot afford to take a vacation without making financial compromises. Currently, over 52% of middle-income workers say they must renounce large-ticket items in order to take a vacation, and at least 47% say they must forsake other types of pleasure. Furthermore, 43% forego spending on basics such as new shoes and clothes. According to current estimates, around 25% of Americans spend more than 10% of their net income on energy. Households who spend more than this 10% level are regarded to be energy poor. Experts believe that growing energy costs are putting an increasing number of individuals at danger of slipping into this group. According to experts, less than 10% of the population was living in energy poverty last year, up from less than 10% the previous year. Emergency funds come at number 3. Economic stability needs a financial safety net. Yet, as living standards rise, as costs grow, fewer middle-class employees can afford to put money away for emergencies. According to a Bankrate survey, just 1 in every 7 middle-class families has at least 6 months' worth of emergency savings, and more than a quarter of them have no emergency savings at all. The remaining families have little to moderate savings, but not nearly enough to cover 6 months of costs. Number 2 on our list is going to be electricity. Electricity has become an indispensable part of our daily lives, providing us with the energy we need to power countless appliances and gadgets in our homes. In the United States, electricity is essential for a wide range of activities, from lighting up our homes to powering our refrigerators and air conditioning systems. Additionally, electricity provides a sense of safety and security, particularly during extreme weather conditions such as storms or hurricanes. However, not all families have consistent access to power, especially those living in low-income or rural areas. Low-income families often have to make difficult choices about which bills to pay, and electricity bills may be a lower priority than other necessities like food, rent, or health care. This means that many low-income households may experience power outages or have to live without electricity altogether. Moreover, many rural areas do not have access to the same level of infrastructure as urban areas, which means that access to power may be limited or inconsistent. The consequences of living without electricity can be severe, especially for families with young children or elderly individuals. Lack of access to electricity can affect the ability to store food, maintain adequate lighting, and keep homes warm during the winter. Moreover, without access to electricity, families may have to rely on alternative sources of energy, such as kerosene or wood-burning stoves, which can pose significant health risks and increase the risk of indoor air pollution. Food comes in as number 1 on our list. Access to healthful and nutritious food is an essential aspect of maintaining the health and well-being of families. Nutritious food provides the necessary nutrients and energy that the body requires for everyday tasks and optimal health. Consuming a balanced diet that is rich in whole grains, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats can help prevent chronic diseases and promote overall wellness. Unfortunately, many families in the United States struggle with food insecurity, meaning they do not have consistent access to enough nutritious food for all members of their household. The COVID-19 pandemic has exacerbated this problem, leading to even more food insecurity as many individuals and families have lost their jobs or experienced financial hardship. The result is that many households are unable to purchase enough food that is both nutritious and affordable. Food insecurity can have significant consequences for families, particularly for children. A lack of access to nutritious food can negatively impact physical health, as malnutrition can lead to stunted growth and development, weakened immune systems, and chronic diseases. In addition, food insecurity can have negative effects on mental health, as the stress and anxiety associated with not having enough to eat can lead to depression and other mental health issues. Moreover, food insecurity can impact children's academic performance, as they may struggle to concentrate or have difficulty staying alert in class due to hunger or poor nutrition. Ultimately, food insecurity can lead to a cycle of poverty and poor health, as children who experience food insecurity may be at risk of developing chronic health conditions that can affect them well into adulthood. Ensuring that families have access to healthful and nutritious food is critical for their health and happiness. Addressing food insecurity is a significant challenge, especially in the current climate, but it is essential for promoting the overall well-being of individuals, families, and communities. And that's a wrap on our video on the 10 items that ordinary American families now consider priceless. It's amazing to see how far we've come and the advancements we've made in our daily lives. These items have become indispensable to our routines and have opened up new possibilities that we never could have imagined. It's exciting to think about what the future holds and how these items will continue to shape our lives. We hope you enjoyed watching this video and learned something new. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content like this. Until next time.